Hey, imagine you're scrolling through a sea of 55-inch monsters and 4K OLEDs that cost a minicar, and you keep thinking, do I really need that much screen real estate for my bedroom or home office? I've been there, weighing the temptation of a huge display against the reality of limited space, a modest budget, and the desire for genuine picture quality. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's talk about why Dell's 32-inch 4K QD-OLED might actually be the sweet spot you never knew you needed, and where it could end up feeling like a misstep. First off, the size. At 32 inches, this panel sits right between a traditional computer monitor and a full-blown TV. That's the sweet spot for someone who wants a TV that can double as a desktop screen without turning your desk into a cinema. If you've got a small living area, a dorm room, or you simply sit close to the screen, say, a couch a couple of feet away, the pixel density of a 4K panel at that size means you'll see crisp text, sharp gaming textures, and detailed streaming content without the pixelated look you sometimes get on a 1080p 32-inch set. Now, the QD-OLED part. QD-OLED blends the perfect blacks of OLED with the color volume boost of quantum dots. In practice, that translates to deeper shadows that stay truly black, while bright areas pop with vivid, lifelike hues. I tested a couple of popular shows, one with nighttime cityscapes and another with bright outdoor scenery. The night scenes kept the sky pitch black without any gray wash, and the sunrise scene displayed a rainbow of colors that seemed almost too real to be on a 32-inch screen. If you're a cinephile who values accurate color grading, or a gamer who relies on precise contrast to spot enemies in dark corners, this technology gives you a noticeable edge over a regular LED or plain OLED. But let's get practical. The biggest advantage I saw was how the display handles mixed content. I spent an evening alternating between a fast-paced shooter, a Netflix drama, and a spreadsheet. The transition was seamless, no need to toggle picture modes. The panel automatically kept HDR content bright enough to feel punchy, yet when I switched to standard SDR for work, the colors stayed natural, not oversaturated. For anyone who works from home and also wants an entertainment hub, that kind of set-and-forget experience saves a lot of fiddling. On the downside, price is the elephant in the room. A 32-inch QD-OLED still commands a premium over a conventional 4K LED of the same size. If you're only planning to watch casual TV shows or use it as a second monitor, you might wonder whether the extra cost buys you enough real-world benefit. In my experience, the biggest noticeable improvement over a good LED shows up in HDR gaming and darkroom movie watching. If you rarely dive into those scenarios, a high-end LED could stretch your dollars further. Another practical consideration is burn-in risk. OLED panels can retain a faint ghost of static UI elements if they stay on the screen for hours every day. Dell hasn't published a specific pixel shift or compensation algorithm for this model, so you'll have to be mindful. For me, the safest routine was to enable a screensaver that moves UI elements every few minutes and to avoid leaving a static desktop wallpaper at maximum brightness for days on end. If you're a streamer who leaves chat windows, scoreboards, or channel logos on the screen for long stretches, you might want to weigh that risk. For casual viewers or gamers who switch scenes often, it's less of a concern. Port selection is another place where the 32-inch QD-OLED shows its character. It offers a decent mix, one HDMI 2.1, a couple of HDMI 2.0 ports, a DisplayPort, and a USB-C that supports video input. That means you can hook up a next-gen console, a gaming PC, and a streaming device simultaneously without constantly swapping cables. The HDMI 2.1 is especially handy if you plan to game at 120Hz with HDR, something many larger OLEDs brag about, but often at a higher price tag. If you're someone who likes a clean setup with everything plugged in at once, this panel's connectivity will feel like a thoughtful touch. Audio is where the trade-off becomes visible. The built-in speakers are modest enough for dialogue in a sitcom, but not enough to fill a room with booming movie soundtracks. I found myself pairing it with a small soundbar for a proper home theater vibe. If you're used to a TV that doubles as a speaker system for background music, you'll need to budget for an external audio solution. On the flip side, the thin profile of the TV means you can easily mount it on a wall or place it on a sleek stand, preserving floor space, a real win for small apartments. Who should buy this? If you're a gamer who wants a crisp 4K canvas, HDR support, and near-instant pixel response, this 32-inch QD-OLED checks a lot of boxes. The low input lag and fast refresh rates make competitive titles feel fluid, while the